Hey everybody, welcome to Big E's Auto. I'm Big E. So this is kind of a weird video because I wanted to do a video on rebuilding a steering column on a C4 Corvette. Unfortunately, it took a turn where we're just going to do column replacement, and I'll show you why. So this is your tilt knuckle, okay? If you look on the back side from here to here, it's missing, and it's actually broken out. Hang on, it's broken out like that. So that's okay, because that can be replaced. The problem is here. This is the actual steering tube that comes up from your floor up to your steering wheel. If you look here, you have a crack here. If I turn this thing over, it gets worse, because if you look, it's cracked, but it's also bent, which means this is all weakened, and you really can't weld it that it's going to hold decent. So I decided to say, you know what, I'm just going to scrap the thing. We got to use one, and I want to take this chance to give a shout out to Jimmy Brotherton. I found him on Facebook. He's on one of the C4 Facebook buy sell trade sites. He's on there. He parts out Corvettes. He just happens to have some C4s. This is the column he sent me. Now I did paint it, cleaned it up a little bit, but he has the wires here, so I know how the stuff goes. Has this switch here, and it came with the keys. So basically this is all good stuff. I mean, this is a newer one, but it's in really decent shape. So, and got a heck of a deal on it. So if you need C4 stuff, check out Jimmy Brotherton. You'll see him on Facebook. Anyway, so this video is going to be how to replace the steering column in a C4. And so I'm going to try and take you through step by step of how to do that. So for right now, we're going to roll the intro. I'm going to get some stuff together, and we're going to dive into it. Alright, so we're kind of in the thick of it. We have it not all the way in, but I want to show you the wiring here. You have a blue connector, which is on top, which goes towards the front. And then there's a brown connector, which has, it's hard to see here, this is what he cut off. So this is the piece that's going to come off the car. It's a brown connector, brown, red, looks like orange and black. That's going to go behind your blue connector wire, which has, your blue connector has these wires coming, this is coming from the car. So you're going to have your blue connector here and the brown connector, and then over here, if I dig it out, this is your high beam stuff. That's gonna go right there, okay? And there's a rod that goes to it, and that's what controls your high and low beam. So you're gonna want to plug that in as well at this time, and then we're gonna try to push it all the way against. It's hard to see. You also have to, there's a hole way back there where it's going to go in. Has to go a certain way to get around the brake and clutch pedal. And the gas pedal we had to undo too, so you have to bolt that together as well, and I'll go over that when we get it in place. Let's take a look here. So I don't know if you can see down here is the shaft where it's coming from your column. Here's the knuckle, and if you look at the knuckle, there's two flats, okay? So obviously you have to match that up with that to get it to go. And it's really giving me a hard time. So just giving you guys a tip to look for those flats, and you got to line them up. So I'm going to stop the video here, try and get that on. And then once we have that on, you want to put that 11mm pinch bolt in here so it holds it in place. Alright guys, a little bit later here, but we have there, see all the lights are working. We got a newer Momo steering wheel on here with the center, some dash stuff, and we bring it around up here. We had a little bit of hard time getting that, but we got the top of the set with the 11mm. What I was having an issue with is the this shaft here. It collapses, but with it being how old, it won't move back and forth real easy, so I had to work it with a pry bar and a hammer and spray penetrating all so I could get that to move back and forth, so I could get that to be long enough so I could put it on the actual steering shaft and bolt it down. So that was a bit time consuming, probably about a half hour, 45 minutes I wasted just on that. but it's all good now. So yeah, so that's your steering column install. All the lights and stuff work. So anyway, that's it for today. Again, steering column install on C4. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. This is again one of those involved projects, but need to be done. So anyway, till next time, watch out for each other, take care of each other. See you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now.